Hey there, and welcome to vlog number 2 of Andy's Art Lab. In today's video, I'm just going to have a look at a couple of art pieces that I'm working on, as well as a look at my latest Temu order that's come in. So we'll probably kick off with the Temu order. So one of the things that I had trouble with in the past is with my heat gun, and so my previous heat gun didn't really have any adapters. I went and bought one which I was hoping was going to allow me to create more waves by having a smaller nozzle, but it was just the wrong size. So I managed to get this heat gun off Temu, and it comes with all the different adjustment nozzles. If I can get the bag open, this works the way. So one of them being this nozzle here, which I was wanting, which is just going to help focus the air from the heat gun and just hopefully give me some better waves when I'm creating some of those beach scenes. So number 1 purchase. Number 2 purchase, you would have seen me doing some wood carving, and the wood carving, I should have another video coming out after this one, so next week, which will give you a bit of a preview of today. And my following one after that, I want to use this wood carving piece, which is just a kind of a metal ball. You can see that. Try to put that on screen on the B-roll, and that's hopefully going to allow me to be able to go through and create like little divots in a workpiece, which I'm then going to fill with resin, and hopefully should give a pretty amazing effect. So that's a sort of the number 2 purchase. And the number 3 purchase that came with my Temu order was some silicone oil. Now I want to experiment a little bit with putting some silicone oil into some resin artworks and just giving some cool effects with that, with creating cells and lacing. So it's one thing you can do with resin is put some silicone oil in there. Obviously not too much, because you want the resin to be able to continue to cure. So anyway, that's number 3. So that's my latest Temu order. A little bit addicting. Temu, you can just get anything on there. It takes probably about a week and a half or so to get to New Zealand from China, where most of it comes from, and that's pretty quick when you pay about a quarter of the price of what you'd pay to retail here. Unfortunately, we don't have Amazon in New Zealand. We can get it from Amazon Australia, but it's definitely not as cheap as shopping in Amazon America. So the 2 artworks that I'd like to show you, the first one here, this is the carving piece, and I'll just point the camera down now and just talk to that. So the next steps to kind of finish this is, if I sand the edge, there's a little bit of resin that's kind of dripped down as well, and once I've done that, I'll be able to give it a clear coat on top of it. Also, if you're wondering, I've got these here which I 3D printed. I'll put a link in the description below. These are awesome for helping to level your artwork. So you can 3D print this tool as well, and that will help you to adjust. You can adjust this up and down. It means when you have your artwork sitting on them like so, you can get it perfectly level. Anyway, so that's that piece of artwork I'm working on, and I'll just show you the next one in a second. So you would have seen this artwork from my video last week. If you go and take a look at that, I'll put a link up on screen if I remember, hopefully. Now this artwork, quite like these first 2 waves, they've come out pretty cool, but this third one I'm not too happy with, so I'm going to fix this. There's also a little bit of a divot here, if you can see that, and what I just really want to do here is I'll tape it up around the edge, and then I'm going to just make this a lot whiter, because as you can see it's kind of a little bit see-through around here, and I kind of want it to be a bit more like these ones here where it's a definite line. So I might just put some clear resin around the back and make a definite line here, and then use my new heat gun and push that white back. Now I definitely think this one I've gone too over the top with the white, but it's just really been a bit of a learning for me because I haven't really done these waves before, so this is kind of my first attempt. So I just want to fix this one up, and I still think it looks pretty cool, but just a bit too busy now. I'm going to fix this up, and the next time I do one of these I'll probably only do 2 waves. I can probably maybe move this wave back a bit more. What would probably be good is to have the kind of lighter blue, and then I've got the darker blue in the background here, but I can sort of have them at the wave point can be where they join. So instead of joining it back here, you can have more of this darker blue, more of the lighter blue up front, and join it like that. I've also seen some where it's been a clear layer up around here, so put just some clear resin with a white at the front, push that back, no colour, lighter blue, darker blue. Anyway, so that's the next bit which I'm going to fix up. Also on the upcoming project list, I want to do some more waves, so just similar to the waves I just showed you before, but see, hopefully a bit more simpler. And I got from just our local Kmart. Kmart is great for some supplies, so I got a couple of wood boards, this one here and this one, and I want to just practice and use some create some waves on these and see how they come up. And talking of Kmart, I did also, when I was in there buying these boards, come across some resin powder. Now Kmart is very different to the Kmart in America. It is, I think, kind of similar to Target. So Australia and New Zealand Kmart is the same, but it's very different than the American one. Anyway, these different color sets. I'm keen to know if you want me to do a review on these. So if you're from Australia and New Zealand and you want me to review these resin powders from Kmart, then let me know in the comments below and I'll do a video reviewing these. It'd be interesting to see how they go. Now they're pretty cheap compared to most mica powders. So most mica powders you pay sort of $4 or $5 for 10 grams of mica powder. It was $7 for these 5, and they're pretty big containers. So I don't know what the size is. It doesn't actually tell you the size on here, but I would say it's at least triple the amount that you normally get in the kind of small containers. So we've got these kind of small containers that you get. This one's Pearlex, but as you can see, maybe it's double the amount, but it was only $7.50 New Zealand for this whole pack, which is pretty cheap. Good variety of colours, and especially this one here, which is the metallics, so that's pretty cool. And that's the Anko brand from Kmart. So that's it for today's vlog. Thanks for joining in. Hopefully next time you come, I'll be able to show you those finished results on the different artworks. I should have the video up next week on the finished power carving. Thanks for joining me in the Art Lab today. If you want to see more videos around my resin artworks, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you know when the videos are released. If you enjoyed today's video, you may enjoy the current videos linked on screen. Until next time, keep creating.